With cinematic games being more of what to expect from gaming these days, developers have tried to distance themselves from typical design tropes that were synonymous with the medium, all in favor for delivering more grounded and realistic experiences. While there are a few outliers in this new era that embraces these old tropes and expand and improve on them, the one that really got my attention was the Doom reboot from 2016, and here's why.
What we do here is go back.
Calling back to a time before I was born, that being 1993, the original Doom was a trailblazer for first-person shooters of the time. With its intense focus on varied weapons with quick and brutal combat for its game design, it's easy to see why people fell in love with the OG Doom. Fast forward to 2016, then 2020, it's easy to see why people, and myself included, love this new Doom. While the story does drive the game's progression forward, it's also not the focus of new Doom. Almost immediately, you're thrust into action to kill enemies and reclaim your Predator armor, after which the game truly begins. You're treated to your first combat encounter, which sets the pace for how you're meant to play the game. Those used to more conventional shooters like Call of Duty and Battlefield get put out their comfort zone due to Doom needing and expecting all of your attention. To always be on the move, dodge enemy attacks and clear the room, versus crouching behind some cover, staying still and killing enemy soldiers in the campaign mode in the games mentioned earlier. This old school and attention intensive design can feel overwhelming at first. I remember dying twice before slowly starting to understand how I should be thinking about Doom and its rule set, which is find the highest priority threat, deal with said threat any way you see fit, glory kill them for health or use a chainsaw for ammo, deal with lower priority threats, and repeat until the room has been cleared. After getting used to this rule set, I was ripping and tearing like the Doomslayer personified. This design has more in common with modern action game titles like Devil May Cry, Nier Automata, and Bayonetta than titles in the FPS genre, and thanks to that, Doom focuses on empowering the player with new weapons and abilities, but also by testing the player's knowledge of the mechanics and weapons soon after, to not let the player get complacent while playing, so they're always focused devising strategies with their tools to solve the combat puzzle laid in front of them, which makes for constantly engaging gameplay, such as its boss fights. As few as they are, all three of them are nothing short of quality, with all of them designed to test your reflexes, movement, and weapon knowledge to get through, making for some highlights in great game and boss design, akin to fighting the rival character in action games. While in Doom, the bosses don't share the same or similar moveset with you, still expect them to test your knowledge on yours. With a strong foundation that id made with New Doom, I'm even more interested with what they achieved in Doom Eternal. But until that day, if you haven't played Eternal's predecessor yet, then I recommend you take a trip to Mars and Hell at least once and see the beauty of ripping and tearing until it's done. All in favor for delivering more grounded and realistic with a strong foundation that id made with New Doom, I'm even more interested with what they made achieve.